Do you want the skinny on what's in Fabfitfun's customizations 5 and 6? Then stay tuned. We're going to go over all the choices and all the information I could get, as well as what I saw in some reviews. So it may change your mind about what you want. Hi and welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. Chloe and Bandit aren't with me right now, but if you're new, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like it here and plan to stay. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. So today I'm going to review the Fabfitfun categories 5 and 6 spoilers. They've released all of them, so they are on their community post. They give you all the information, but I've also done a little bit of research, looked up the information about the products, read some reviews, and grabbed some of my own products to give you an example of size for each of these, because some of these I thought were really good until I saw what the size was and I realized what that really was, and I felt like it was kind of a cheat. So we're going to go over that. But Fabfitfun is a lifestyle subscription box. It comes out every quarter. So this is the summer box we're talking about for 2023. If you are an annual member, which means you pay upfront for the entire year, you get to customize all 6 categories. So each category has a number of different choices, and you can also add on extra choices. If you are a seasonal member, which means you pay season to season, you can only customize the first 4 categories. So this may be a reason for you to think about upgrading, particularly because they're going to pick for you. And I don't know about you, but some of these things I feel like I would be a little upset about if I received based upon the size. And again, almost seeming like it's a cheat to me. That's me though. Now, usually these categories have lower retail values and cost between $10 for customization 5 and $8 for customization 6. However, there were some kind of higher priced items in there. Now, also there's usually a bundle in there somewhere in 5 or 6. I found no bundles, so everything is just single item. I don't know if some of you prefer a bundle because you get a few extra items in there, but they haven't been having a lot of them of late. So just something to understand that this is going to be a 6-item box, at least from what I can see. I did look at all the spoilers. I don't think I saw any bundles in any of them for any of the categories. Okay, so let's get started. The first item in category 5 is the Laneige, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm going to have those pictures up there for you. Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream. It's a moisturizer, it's 20 milliliters, and it's got a $23 value. It has blue hyaluronic acid, squalene, and ceramides. And what they're saying that the blue hyaluronic acid is that it's basically the hyaluronic acid going through their own patented double fermentation process using deep sea algae. So they had over 1,000 reviews on there, and some of the pros were that it feels very plumping, and that it works quickly, and that it's good for sensitive skin. Some of the cons, a lot of them had to do with, apparently this is the 2nd or 3rd reformulation of this product, and people really liked the initial or even the 2nd formulation. So they were not really as happy with this particular one. People who had not gotten any other type of this really liked it, but people who had gotten the original formulas were not as impressed with it based upon its performance compared to the previous formulas that they've used. Some said that the scent was very strong and they didn't care for that, and that it wasn't as moisturizing. Again, most reviewers were between the ages of 20s and 30s, and it did talk about on their website their target range was between like 20 and 39. So this would not necessarily be something good for mature skin. Now also, let's talk about size. This is a moisturizer. It's not an eye cream. It is 20 milliliters. This eye cream is 20 milliliters. That is how much, now this has obviously been used, but this is how much moisturizer. Now, moisturizers are usually much bigger. So this feels like a cheat to me. This feels like a deluxe sample. So for me, this is a no-go. I'm not doing this. This is not for me. Not in a moisturizer. If it was an eye cream, I'd consider it. But for a moisturizer, it also isn't for mature skin, and I do have mature skin, so also probably not for me as well. Next is the Lilly Pulitzer ID case. Now this wasn't available on the Lilly Pulitzer site, but it was available on Amazon with the listed retail value of $19.95. It is somewhat small. It does carry a driver's license, maybe a couple of cards, maybe some small change. It's made of a durable polyester. Some people asked, why is it so expensive for what it is? And most people said because of the name, and that's about true. I'm actually surprised that it's only $19.95 and not like $26.95 or something like that with the Lilly Pulitzer name on it. It is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. So again, it's a little bit bigger than your license. Gonna hold a few small things. It's very pretty, and I mean, it's a nice item. I don't know that I'm gonna go for this. I'm not really sure that it's something that I would typically use or even pull for. Unless I'm using a very small clutch, I don't use these little tiny things. Next, by Sensuals, is the Naturals and Organics De-Stress and Sleep Well Roll-On Duo. So this is a set that they sell on their site. This isn't a bundle per se. The value is $28 and it is 3 ounces each. So you are looking at something about this size, which is about the size of a small roll-on scent. I don't want to say perfume because it's not necessarily a perfume. It's more of an essential oil mix meant to either decrease stress or help you sleep better. The de-stress one has a mixture of lavender, chamomile, neroli, and lemon oils, and the Sleep Well has chamomile, ylang ylang, and jasmine, and is supposed to decrease anxiety. Reviews were that it smells both good and bad. So some people said it smelled really good, and other people said it smelled really bad. And some people said it really works, and other people say it really doesn't work. So mixed reviews. I can't really tell you if it's going to work or not, how well it's going to work, because there were a lot of mixed reviews on that. Next is the Serum Kind Black Blossom Hand Serum. Now, I've actually used this before. This is a $27 value. It's 1.69 ounces, and it's 90% green. It also is a cruelty-free and vegan brand, non-GMO and paraben-free. It says it smooths skins, decreases wrinkles, and is hydrating. It's made from black tulip powder, which some people said smelled like it was past its prime. That provides antioxidants and restores ceramides in dead skin cells, and it's pH balancing. It also has acetyl octapeptide 3, which is firming and nourishing, and beta glucan, which soothes sensitive skin and restores damaged skin. Some people said it was very thick. Other people said the scent was strong and they didn't like it. The people who said it was thick thought that was a positive. I don't think it was overly thick. It's been a while since I've had it. I got it in some other box. It might have been Bombay and Cedar. I don't recall. I did enjoy it. I didn't think the smell was the best, but it wasn't the worst. I think for some reason I was expecting a different scent to it. It does have a more musk type scent. So if you don't like musks, which I think was my issue with it, you're probably not going to like this as much. I do recall though that I felt like my hands felt very nourished after using it. So for mature hands, it's not a bad moisturizer. That might be a pick for me, even though I wasn't crazy about the scent. I did like what it did. One more thing in this category, and that is the Vacation Classic Lotion. It says SPF of 30. It is a sunscreen. It has 3.4 ounces. So it's the size of this. That's a typical size of sunscreen that I see. A lot of people's complaints were that it was overpriced for how much you got, people who had purchased it directly. It does say it has a 80s nostalgia in the scents, which were banana, coconut, and pool water. And pool water to me is chlorine. I don't know that I want chlorine scent on me. The banana and coconut, fine, but pool water, not so much. People did seem to like the scent though. They did. That was the one positive thing that I read in each review. But the negatives were the low SPF. At a 30 SPF, you're more prone to getting burned if you have fair skin. So a lot of people said they had to constantly reapply it and still got burned. It's also not reef safe. So if you are swimming in the ocean, understand that this is maybe not the best item for that. But if you're swimming in a pool, I'm sure it's just fine. And that it was greasy, oily, and sticky. So no thank you. Just based upon the SPF for that, I wouldn't go for it because I do have fairer skin. I usually go with a 50 or over, so that's a no-go for me. So again, in this category, it's looking like maybe the hand serum is going to be my best bet out of all of those items. Again, we've got the hyaluronic cream moisturizer, the ID case, the Sensuals Natural and Organic De-Stress and Sleep Roll-On, the hand serum, and the sunblock. Next, we're going to move on to category 6. The first thing in here is a wonderful, wonderful product. This is the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Primer for $32. This is 8.5 ounces, which is a lot of product. When we're looking at product, this is 4 ounces, so it's double this size. It's a big one. And I picked something that was liquid so that you could kind of get a feel for, because this is liquid. It is a cruelty-free brand, and it says it hydrates, it provides UV filters, decreases frizz, detangles, prevents breakage, softens, shines, has heat protection, and is color safe. So this is something that you're going to use to prime your hair before using heat. Now, when it comes to using heat on my hair, when I blow dry my hair, I do use a blow dry cream. So a blow dry cream is going to come in a tube. This is not one, but it comes in a tube. It is a more cream base, and you can really work that into all of your hair. When you're using a spray, you're typically spraying, right? Well, what are you getting? You're getting a helmet effect. So I wouldn't necessarily use this before I blow dried. I would use it as a primer for curling perhaps, but not for blow drying, only because of the amount that I want to get in there. And when we're using an oil, we want to stay away from our roots as well, but a blow dry cream, you can get a little further up into your roots. So that's just my own issues. You guys may do different. This has a 6 oil blend, so it has coconut, argan, grapeseed, macadamia, sweet almond, and safflower oils. So a lot of great oils in your hair. Now again, you're going to use them from your mids down. It says it's good for all hair types, including fine hair, and a lot of the reviews I read were people who said that they had fine hair and this didn't weigh it down. Although some people did say daily use did seem to weigh it down more. Day 1, you're going to apply it to your damp hair, and then day 2 plus. So if you're not washing your hair every day, you can apply it to dry hair to refresh your style. So if you are washing your hair, obviously you're going to put it on the damp hair. If you are not washing your hair, you can put it on the dry hair. Now again, for me, I'm always going to put it on the dry hair because I'm not going to use it before I use the blow dryer. I'm going to use that blow dry cream. But if you have different hair than mine, you may be able to get away with that. But again, because it's a spray, unless I would spray it in my hand and work it in, I would probably want to stick with that blow dry cream as a primer. This may not be Curly Girl safe or approved, I guess, Curly Girl approved, because it does have some non-soluble sulfates. It has dimethicone and dimethiconal in it. So I don't know if those are Curly Girl approved or not. I don't have curly hair. So if you do follow that method, you may want to look into whether or not this is a good choice for you. For me, it's a great choice. This is probably going to be one of my choice items. I do get 2 boxes. I didn't say that earlier. I do have 2 boxes that I customize. In the other one, I'm not sure what my 2 choices are going to be. But in this one, this is definitely a contender for me. Next is by Rosie Jane, and it's the Wake the F Up deodorant. This is a 2-ounce deodorant. So this is the size that you're looking at. This is a 2-ounce liquid spray. The deodorant is a liquid spray. It is not a solid. It is a liquid spray, just like this, with a mist. It is aluminum and baking soda free, and it contains lemon verbena oils, grapefruit, and eucalyptus oils. It's cruelty free, climate neutral, 1% for the planet, clean and plant positive. It contains an alcohol base, which was the first item on there. It also has witch hazel, and then again, all of those oils plus a geranium oil in there. It does say to put 2 to 3 pumps under each arm, and then to let it dry for 3 to 5 seconds before you put on any clothes. It is an oil base, so I would definitely recommend that. I would definitely not recommend just throwing some clothes on, because those oils can ruin clothing. So you definitely want them to dry before you put on clothing. The pros that I saw in the reviews had to do with the scent and the fact that it doesn't stain like other deodorants might, but the cons were significant. One person in the review I read, and it was just in one, so that could have been just that person, said that it burned when they put it on, and then that there was some redness, but those went away when it dried down. Other reviews said that it was glass, and that if it got dropped, it shattered very easily. The size was another issue, and the fact that you had to reapply several times a day, that it does wear off. Now that's not always something we can do, right? You're at work. You can't always get all your clothes off to spray this on, because again, it's an oil. And if you spray it on your clothes, you're going to get some staining from the oils, absolutely 100%. So we don't always have the ability to do that. So for me, that's a no-go. It's too small. And that was the other complaint, is I have to apply it so many times that the small size just doesn't make sense. So for me, that's a no-go. Originally, I thought, oh, that sounds great. I love the scent. But when I saw the size and I saw how often people had to reapply, I don't want to be the smelly kid in class. I'm not doing that. Next, by Dime Optics, is the Cienga, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, aviator glasses. Now, these are polarized, and they have a 100% UV filter. They're an extra large fit, and they are a mirrored look. Now, in the pictures that I got from Fabfitfun, it looked like they were purple, but in the picture on the website, they look pink. So unless this is a different one altogether than what is on their website, it is likely a pink mirrored look. If you are not a pink fan, these are obviously not going to be a good choice for you. So that's something to take into account. For me, I'm not an aviator glasses person. I don't feel that they're the most flattering style for me, and I do have some pink aviators anyway, so I'm not going to get these. They're great MSRP though, it's $30. It's not a big bang, but I mean, I think if it's something you wanted to purchase, you could go to their website and find it. Here's the great thing about this company though, so I'm kind of bummed, I wish they were different sunglasses, is that for every pair sold, it helps to provide the gift of sight to a person in need. And that's through things like eye exams, glasses, and surgeries. So I think that's a great, great way that company's giving back. But unfortunately, they're just not a glass type that I like. Next is the Grill Girl Digital Meat Thermometer. This is a $29.99 value, and it is teal, and that is a limited edition. So I don't know if there's going to be a ton of those. If this is something you're interested in, you may want to snag one real quick because they might have only a limited amount. It does shut off after 3 minutes of non-use. I believe it said it took 2 or 3 AA batteries. I didn't write that down. And the reaction speed to a new temperature, so from 0 to the temperature of whatever the food is that you're putting it into, is 3 to 5 seconds, which is relatively quick. Mine takes a little bit longer. So this is something I'm thinking about. I did not see any reviews on this, but I mean, it's a digital meat thermometer for your grill. You know, it's a useful summer item. Next, by L-Space, is a vibrating massage ball for small muscle groups. So what I saw people using it on was their shoulders, their necks, for, you know, if you work out, to get like a little bit of just relaxation, I guess, afterwards. This is a $42 value, and it takes 2 AA batteries. And that's all I could find on it. I couldn't find any reviews. It's a pretty color. Next, by Rodial, is their Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Drink. This is a $52 value. On their site, they only sell a 30 milliliter mini. This is actually a full size. This is 3.38 ounces. So back to this bottle, this is 4 ounces, so it's just a little bit smaller than this. That's a pretty good size, I would say. Now this is a multitasker. You can use this as a primer. You can use this as a setting spray. You can use this just as a mister because you're a little hot and you want a little cooling relief. So it's a multi-product. I like that. This is a definite option for me, and not because it's $52. I don't go by the price, I go by the usefulness. But because it multitasks, I like a multitasking product. I like having one product that's doing 3 things for me because it takes up less retail space. You know, on my counter, I only have so much space. If I have one product that's going to get rid of 2 other products, that's for me a no-brainer. That's a great thing if it works. And Rodial's a really good brand. They are a K-Beauty brand. They're carbon neutral and they're cruelty-free and vegan. So their main product in there is their Dragon's Blood, which is actually from the Croton Leche. I'm going to put that word up there. It's from that tree. Croton Lechery tree? Lechery? Anyway, it's from that tree. And that is known to soothe, moisturize, and replenish your skin. It also has niacinamide, which decreases uneven skin tone. It has chronocycline, which helps improve the appearance of your skin, like, you know, if you have any patchiness, it helps kind of improve that appearance, makes it more kind of rounded out. Hydroveg, which replenishes skin for a hydrated blank canvas for your makeup. So this is going to give you some nice hydrated skin to put your makeup on top of. And while it wasn't listed in the ingredients that I looked at, it must have hyaluronic acid because this is their hyaluronic drink. So I'm guessing it has that. I did not see any reviews on this at all. But again, if you like the Rodial brand, I'm pretty sure this will be just another good product, particularly if you like that Dragon's Blood line, which is a great line. Next, by Studio, is the Edith Notebook at $22 value. It has 64 pages and it's 9 by 9.6. So it's a little bit bigger than your typical width, but a little bit smaller than your typical length because usually it's 8.5 by 11. So close to notebook size, a little bit shorter than notebook size. It's a beautiful design. It's got beautiful pages with little tabs, as you can see. I couldn't find it on their website, so I couldn't get better pictures of it other than what you're seeing on the screen. But it does look like a nice notebook if that's something you need. It's not really something I need. I don't really know that I'm going to go for that. Next, by Tom's, is the Ultimate No-Show Socks. It's a 3-pack. They're cute as can be. And it says that they have a silicone around the heel to help keep them on, because I don't know about you all, but when I wear no-show socks, they end up being no-show to toe covers. That's what they end up being, because they inevitably slip off of my feet and are somewhere around my toes by midday, and then my feet are cramped because they're cramping up my shoe. So I don't know about these. They're super cute. I don't know. Maybe I'll add them on for $8. I'm not sure yet. It's a $27.95 value, and I do like Tom's brand, and I do wear the Tom's shoes, so I don't know. This is another great brand though, as far as giving back. They give back the gift of footwear to communities and to countries in need. So that's a great, great brand. I do feel good when I shop at the Tom's site because I know that my purchase is making a difference. So if that's important to you, this may be an option for you. Again, they're super cute, but nobody's going to see them. So why are they so cute? Next is Selfless by Hiram, and it's the Centella and Green Tea Hydrating Gel Cleanser. It's 5 ounces. This is 4 ounces, so it's a little bigger than this. It's fragrance-free, palm-free, cruelty-free, vegan. It's for all skin types, and it's good for sensitive skin, it says. It has green tea, centella, and glycerin, and it's pH balanced. Some of the negatives that I saw, its value is $16. Some of the negatives I saw, and the biggest negative, and I saw this in several reviews, is that the cap, it's got like a snap up and down cap, breaks off. So that's very unstable, and that was the biggest negative. A lot of people did like that it cleaned without stripping their face, stripping all of the oils out of their face, so that it left some of the healthy oils, but got everything nice and clean. So it didn't have that super dry feeling. So those were about all I could find about that product. Then the last item in here by Rae Dunn is the Rae Dunn by Magenta set of 2 serving dishes, $40 value. Now, it says serving dishes. These are 3.27 by 3.27 by 3.38. So they're little squares, but they're little. Again, they're only about 3 inches or so. So they are little tiny things, maybe for condiments. They're cute as a button. One says savor, the other says enjoy. Super, super adorable. But how useful is that? I mean, I don't know. I don't really have people over. And even if I did, I wouldn't be, putting the ketchup in one little thing, or the sour cream. Well, sour cream, I might do that with sour cream. Let me be honest, I might. But again, they're not real big. I don't know how useful they are, but they are super cute. So I don't know that these are going to go in my cart for an extra $8. It's something I'll think on. I don't really know that I need them, and I don't really know that I have room for them. Okay, well, those are all the spoilers for 5 and 6. Let me know your thoughts. Are you able to customize all? First of all, do you get Fabfitfun? If so, do you customize all of them? What are you thinking about getting? Did I change your mind about any of the things? For me, my mind was changed looking at sizes. That was a real big letdown for me, was the size of some of those things. Now, these Rae Dunn, if they were bigger, if they were like a good size, then I would really consider that. But 3 inches, I feel like that's maybe somewhere around there. I didn't bring a ruler with me. I probably should have. But grab out your ruler, look and see if that's good for you. I would like maybe, a good size serving dish that I could put stuff in. Even if it was big enough to put chips in or something like that, I would be happier with that. Small size, what am I putting in there? Olives? No, I'm not that fancy. Well, that's all I have for you. So check out all the other videos out there, see what other people are saying about the different sizes. And if you can't customize all 6, what will you be most bummed to get? So if you're a seasonal member, which of these would you be most bummed to get? I'm interested to know. I got my thoughts, but I'd like to hear yours. All right, well, thank you so much. And please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell. We do all kinds of unboxings, unbaggings, get ready with me's, giveaways, collaborations. So if you're into that kind of thing, why not hang out with us a little bit more? And hopefully, I'll see you soon.